this means,
election.
even if this means the possibility of overturning the result or overturning the result of the election.
Hello, Dio, please.
Even if this implies a possibility of overturning the result of the election.
Exactly, because the judiciary are there to right the wrongs. Okay, if anybody is found to have won the election, in a manner that he wasn't supposed to win, that is the essence of the judiciary. But for us to move on as a country, yes, come May 29, let those that have so far been declared winners by INEC be sworn in. Okay,
how about those?
The judiciary will do their job.
How about those who argue that those who are contesting the result of the election are trying to heat up the polity and are the enemies of the nation?
Yeah, they have a point too. But what does our constitution say? The constitution says anybody that INEC has declared a winner, given certificate of return, there is a date that has been set aside constitutionally for the person to assume office. So come that day, my position is let them assume office and then let the judiciary do their job. We've had cases, though it hasn't happened at the level of the presidency, but we've had cases where even some governors who had been there for upward of 3 years were removed and new persons, came in through the judicial process. So why not? It can happen at the level of the presidency if only we have a very firm judiciary that would decide to do the right thing based on the arguments presented before them and the evidences as well.
All right. Well, hard facts? All right, once again, call 0817 923 0002 or 3 or 7. Hello, you're welcome. Please go on.
Good evening, Dario. My name is Marcus.
Go ahead.
Calling from OG.
Go ahead, please.
Is not enriched if there are no precedents or if the laws are not tried. The law says that if you are not satisfied with the outcome of an election, you can approach the judiciary through the tribunal up onto Supreme Court in some cases. So,
oh my. All right, we've got comment here already. Move on to where exactly? The one we moved on landed us where we are today. The judiciary is what we're actually focusing on now. The law should not be bent. The right thing should be done. If Tinubu actually won, no need to panic. Let his advocates do their job. For me, if things are done the way it should be done, Tinubu should be rest assured that his certificate of return will actually be returned. That's from a gift. All right. Good evening, Dial. The best thing for Nigeria at this point is for the judiciary to be upright and right the wrongs done to Nigerians by INEC and the APC. In fact, Professor Mahmoud and Pastor Okoye should account for their actions as well. Good evening. For me, I just think we should let sleeping dogs sleep. Let's move on. But the judiciary should be up and doing. Let's see their actions. That's from Andy Overe. All right. Good evening, Dial. Like you always say, pretending as if something didn't happen doesn't solve any problem. A lot of abnormalities happened during February 25 election. If those abnormalities aren't addressed in court, they will be repeated again. No society succeeds without peace, and peace can't be obtained without justice. Going to court is not war. It's not a war. It's a means of rewriting wrongs. We should, as a nation, go past the tradition of leaving problems to solve itself. That's from Simon Joel. How about you? What's your take? Once again, there are perceive that, we should just let sleeping dogs lie. Let's just move on as a people. Let's not hit up the polity. So there's that option. And there is the option of, proceeding with the petitions, with the matters found at the tribunal. Of course, that has a possibility. There's a chance. Not certain, of course, but there's a chance nonetheless. The result of the presidential election, as with other elections, could be overturned. In your opinion, what's best for the country at this time? Once again, call 0817 923 0002 or 0817 923 0003 or 0007. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, go on. Via Facebook, Francis Namani goes, Dio, I'm quite confident the judiciary will be objective and do justice to the matter before them without any fear or favour. Yeah, maybe so, but I mean, there are persons who found as matters at the tribunal. Should they continue with them, or should they simply, let things go and let's join hands, let's sing Kumbaya and just, move on as a people? Hello.
Hello, Tayo. Good evening.
Hello, go ahead.
Please, on the line. Tayo, if it is possible that a party without structure will at the end move as if to say it has structure before and will notice it, I think there is possibility that the tribunal will do a difference at this time. Tayo, thanks be to Kenya in Africa, whom after their election, the Supreme Court judged different. If they can set that example, just ordinary Kenya here, Nigeria will
But you're trying to preempt the decisions of the court here.
Kenya, Dayo, I was listening to a KIC the other day, and one guest there said before, in a judgment like this, 70 or 80% of people will say this is how the judge will go, because the law is there. You know the law, and if we go against the law, you know, I know. Even when the judge will judge, we all know where he's doing. Understand me? I know that Dayo is working at 2.3. Understand me? Tomorrow night, if we want to judge it now, do we need to borrow or consult spirit before we judge it like that? Understand me? There's simple truth, fat on the ground.
Yeah, but so the burden of proof for Dayo working at Nigeria Info is not comparable to the burden of proof if you want to have the results of a presidential election nullified.
Dayo, this election happened in daytime. Understand me? If it happens in daytime and we know everything. Dayo, do you know that they have never flogged me before during election? But they flogged me at this one. They flogged me as I'm talking to you on the stealing booth. Hey, not like this now. Hey, before the cane on my back, I escaped. It has never been done before. If that negative can happen, there is possibility that the positive change will also happen as we overturn the differences. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Hard facts.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, guys.
All right, go ahead.
So, yeah. I was saying that judiciary is about precedents. So, and precedents help to deepen judicial system and processes. And there's always a first time in history. So I would encourage all those who are not satisfied with the outcome of the election to follow through to the Supreme Court where necessary. And let's see how we can help improve our democracy. If the matter favors the president's election, I'm saying that it's a very expensive because we wasted a lot of money with the election, but unfortunately we are having this barrage of litigation.
So should we just leave the barrage of litigations and simply move on? So we don't have to incur more costs again.
We can't move on. You can't make progress that way. When you have problems, you try to solve them, not sweep them under the carpet and pretend to move on. One day that problem will swallow you up.
All right. I'll take a few comments now. Good evening, Dar. This election was the worst election in the history of this country called Nigeria. We can't let go of it. Judiciary should do the needful. Our certificate of return should be returned before it's too late. That's it. All right. We need the long-neglected justice now. It will usher in the real lasting peace. Let the court dispense justice. That's from David. All right, good evening, Dial. Bernard goes, what's best for the country is for the Elections Tribunal to hit the ground running with a decent job. Elections Tribunal is part of a parcel of the electoral process, and so a lot of results to be upturned in this 2023 ill-conducted election. The earlier we start conducting credible elections, the better for us. To continue to act like what happened, like it didn't happen, would be the worst for Nigeria. With the library of facts heaped against INEC and others, coupled with the eagle on the Supreme Court, I don't see Tinubu becoming our president. That's from Williams. Well, once again, that may be construed as trying to preempt the decisions of the court. So why go to court then? The whole essence of going to court is so the court will X-ray, will consider all the facts brought before it and will determine one way or another. A commercial break comes up right now. Headlines at 5:30 p.m. hopefully. Discussions continue after that. Please stay with us.
Port Harcourt Afri Health Conferences and Exhibitions.
Hello and welcome back. It is Hard Factor Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm died 27 minutes to go before 6 p.m. The major news comes up at 6. The matter being discussed for the moment does continue. Speaking of which, Presidential Election Tribunal begins hearing Monday 8. I'm asking you, what's best for the country at this time? Maintain the election result. Aggrieved parties to simply, become unaggrieved and just leave it in the hands of God, and then move on. Like some persons have been suggesting, saying that those who are aggrieved and who are contesting the result of the election are hitting up the polity and don't mean well for the country. So that's one option. Option B. Continue with the petitions, continue at the tribunals. All the petitions should be considered, and of course, remembering that it does mean there's a possibility, it can go either ways, that the tribunal or the courts can affirm or reaffirm the results as declared by INEC, or can say, no, we've got a problem with this and we are annulling that result. That's a possibility. What's best for the nation at this time? Let's get your take. Call 081 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. We're live on Twitter as well. No, we're on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Hello?
Hello, Tayo.
Hi, go ahead.
I am so pained in my spirit when I hear people. I was so super disappointed with the River State governor when he went to meet the president-elect 2 days ago in Abuja and was saying the same thing, that people should, time of politics is gone, that we should, what nonsense.
Hold on, watch the language. I'm sure you can hear me.
Okay, I'm sorry, I take that back.
Okay.
But that's just to say how angry I am. 2 days ago, or three, just maybe about 2 weeks ago, Premium Times, I don't know if you discussed it on Hashtag, Premium Times published the results from River State. Everybody in River State is just holding that River State result. Now from INEC portal, that Labour Party won presidential election. This one is not fake news or whatever. From INEC portal. And guys are going to the tribunal to say, INEC, what did they actually declare in River State? That the IREV you set up for results, saying that this man did not win in River. The thing is just like what the Labour Party presidential candidate said the other time. He's not doing it for himself. Most of us are 30 and less, or just if God is to keep us alive for the next 30 years. This country, are they going to destroy this country for us in our midlife? What are we even saying? It will be how bad it is that if judiciary does not nullify this election, we have messed up the country. We have set a very bad precedent. Because INEC has to explain to us, your website is showing this result, and you woke up and declare something else. Just like it would have happened in Adamawa State.
Yeah, but Premium Times, Premium Times is not the final arbiter or the final authority on the matter.
But what is the job of journalism, or what is the job of journalism? Is it not to keep us informed?
Yeah, but then again,
everybody, the woman in the market.
But then again, we have a reason. The woman in the market does not know what
INEC says. So the job of Premium Times is to say, okay, Mama, you would have voted for APC. Or you that voted for Labour Party in River State. How from the INEC website to see the results for River State to, you understand? I know Premium Times is not INEC, but their job is to educate people who don't have access to INEC. So we cannot wake up and say and sweep whatever Premium Times said and sweep it under the carpet. So many irregularities that if we leave it like this, then we have set up the country for doom, to be very honest. If we leave it like this, I am the least optimistic person about Nigeria's future.
All right. 913, hello?
Hello there.
Hello, go ahead.
I think I'm also of the opinion that it should be challenged because it has always been part of the electioneering activities in Nigeria. It didn't start today, and most people get the very best results to the Tribunal and finally to the Supreme Court. So it never started today. For any other person that would say anybody that disagrees or anybody that feels that has been cheated in the election shouldn't go to the Tribunal, it doesn't mean well for this country. Because we are setting a very bad precedence where everything will get worse with time. So if we never challenge this, and everybody saw it, that the result so far declared, especially the presidential result, and both of the governorship result that was declared all over the country, was not the final result, and they are not the real result. And so it provides a room for everybody that disagrees or that feels that is cheated to go to the Tribunal and finally to the Supreme Court. And now somebody is saying that nobody should go because you are hitting up the policy. Why do you decide to cheat in the first place? And you're expecting not to cry. It's not fair enough at all. Thank you.
You're welcome as well. Hello, 91.3.
Hello.
Hello, go on.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Neil.
Go ahead.
For me, I think I supported the people that will go to Tribunal to test if INEC have the power to abandon their own rules at mid when we are in election.
Even if this might heat up the politics, I'll say.
The court will be the one to say that. Because if we continue like that, it's like we have already completely given power back to politicians. I am really, really hoping that judiciary will just save Nigerian democracy. I really hope they did. Because the power is supposed to be in the hand of people. And these politicians, they understand that. If we have an election and the people, president sign electoral law, and so many people go to this election having hope that this is the law guiding us, and middle, an institution just change. And if they were right, you usually have to interpret it. But if they are not right, let them interpret that. We all have to have confidence whenever we have an election again in Nigeria. But as it is today, I think it's just out there that so many people's morale are down because of what is happening.
How about the peace? How about the peace that some other persons are saying? That we need peace and we need to join hands together, and for that to happen, we will have to let go.
What is peace now for my own is to get justice. There is no peace without justice. Because you can't tell me that if you have committed a crime, I didn't say that anybody did. You didn't have to prove that. If someone have committed a crime to be in power, that should not stand. To address it, because there is no society who grow in that direction that the strong man has to be the governor or the strong man has to be the president. Or if you have a structure, as they say in Nigeria, maybe structure of corruption, you need to be where you are. That is not stand. Power should be to the people. People should determine who govern them. And if it is so, then there's a development. Natural development will come to Nigeria. Thank you very much.
You're welcome also. Hello, Hard Factor, welcome as well. Please go on. Hello? Hello? On Facebook, Theodora Irehime goes, if we don't go through the right path now, we'll be doing a lot of damage to our judiciary. Judiciary will do the right thing. It was very obvious what played out on the 25th of February. So if they are confident that they won, why are they uncomfortable that opposition is going to the tribunal? They should look at the results, which it's IREV in most of the states that they have uploaded. They will see the winner. The result they called is not tallying with IREV uploads. So where is their own figure coming from? This is what they have been doing. But the difference is that the real winner now didn't rig election. 2015 and 2019 elections were won by APC, outrigging PDP. But unfortunately for them, Nigerian citizens have woken up and actually cast their votes. The way they could have outrigged PDP is by this systemic institutional rigging. And they did, but they did it so poorly because they left evidence everywhere. There will be no peace without justice. Let the court settle this matter. I just hope that all those who did this will not go unpunished. Hello, Hard Factor, welcome.
Hello, good evening, Dio.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I completely agree with those that say that we shouldn't be advocating for the losers not to go to court. People should express their right
to air their grievances and follow the laid down provisions of the law to seek redress. So I encourage Labour Party PDP to press their cases at the judiciary and get justice. On the aspect of peace or no peace, no. Going to the judiciary to seek redress does not call for war. It's not a show of not wanting peace. But where I have a little reservation is where some persons will say this is how the judiciary or the judgment of the judiciary must preempt what the judgment would be. More like saying if it doesn't go this way, if it doesn't go this way, it means that something is wrong. I will encourage everybody.
Are you up to date?
Show an open mind. And allow the judiciary to do their work. There have also been calls for somebody cannot be sworn in because certain things were not done. To the best of my knowledge, we've always had a situation.
The show continues after this break on Nigeria.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, whoever INEC declares as the winner is allowed to be sworn in while the judiciary decides whether the election result will stand or not stand. So those that agree should go to court. It is the right thing to do. And while we wait on the judiciary and allow the chief to do their work and let everybody keep an open mind, whatever the judiciary says, we'll all follow it and have a peaceful country. That's what I believe.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome. Go on.
Okay, Jacob from Remote. My brother, this petition of 18. To me, I will ask them to retreat.
Okay.
So let go. Those that agree.
Why?
They should let go.
Why?
What you don't have today, you will have it tomorrow. Most of them should learn lessons from our president, Muhammadu Buhari, who contested for how many times.
But did he let go in his own time?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. You're very wrong. He went to court actually.
No, he went to court, but at the time, just as this person has gone to court now. But at the long run, he let go.
No, he went to court. He went to court. The matters were concluded at the court.
Yes, it is true. But you and I know too well that
you and I. I am very sure you and I am very sure you and I don't know what you think you and I know.
But my advice for them is to let go.
Okay.
Just as Magnus Tabe has forgotten everything, they should do same. No election of Nigerians. Thank you.
Hello, how's right to welcome? Please go on.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, go ahead.
You're going for litigation. I think the person sued for peace.
Hello? We got 30 minutes to go before 6 p.m. Major news comes up top of the hour at 6. Still asking. Presidential election tribunal begins hearing Monday 8. What's best for the country? Maintain the results as is, or consider petitions which may lead to overturning of results. Hello, you're welcome. Please go.
Hello.
Hello.
Bayo, good evening. How are you?
Very well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been trying your line.
Hello. Hello?
Dayo, good evening.
Hello, go on.
Yes, Dayo, I think I am of the opinion that those in the court should see to the logical conclusion of that matter, I must tell you. And I don't understand why people think going to court will cause crisis. You want to bring down the state, you want to bring down the country. I don't see it that way. I think the judiciary is a the process of the law. You understand? That has been stipulated that when somebody is angry, the only way to vent your anger is to go to court, so that court can be able to address that issue. So I'm not all about this thing people are saying here. It doesn't make sense. You understand? It's a man to a Muslim somebody after somebody is feeling aggrieved. Now, those who win, you know what is obtainable. Even the electoral umpire knows what is obtainable. They could not follow their own law. They undermined their law and went ahead to declare somebody winner. Then people who are aggrieved should be allowed to go to the process of the law and prove their case. If there's a proof beyond reasonable doubt, the court, the judgment will go for their favor. But if they fail to prove, I think it should go the other way around. So I am not seeing them as bringing down the state or being a terrorist, bombing down the state or country. No, I don't see it that way. Thank you.
What's best for the country in your estimation? Hello, you're welcome.
Dayo, the best thing for this country, from my own estimation, is that the court should do the needful. If the election was mad, I think the court should be able to, no matter who, the judgment should not favor. There is no problem. If Party A, from the INEC recs, if the Party A won the election, let the court decide it. Because the people has already elected whosoever that they feel like electing. And the INEC seems to say this is the person that won election. And what is uploaded is a different thing. For me, to be set as a deterrent, even the INEC boss should also be punished for that. So that next time, if any person become an INEC boss, the person will be able to take dressing from all these unnecessary acts. So for me, there is every tendency that any person that does not feel that the election was okay should be able to go to court and seek for justice.
All right. We've got about 9 minutes to go to before the hour 6 p.m. Still getting your thoughts on what do you suppose is the best option for the country at this time. Hello, 91.3.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, go on.
Yes, Christian Collins. I think we should not progress in error. The last election was marred with malpractice. So if we ask those who are in the courts to withdraw their cases because of not wanting to hit up the policy, I do not understand where that one is coming from. Because
I'm sure you've heard that expression many times in Nigeria.
What did you say?
I said I'm sure you've heard that expression many times used in Nigeria.
Yes, not hitting up the policy, even before the elections and all that. You know, even those who are gathering to have their own meetings that are in the opposition, they are always hitting up the politics. You know. So now, how do you now declare further malpractice if you don't address the one done already? I will leave it at that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello?
Yeah, Dayo.
Hello, go on.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, go ahead.
Good evening.
Hello,
My
go
name
ahead.
is Cosmos Seno.
Go ahead, please.
You see, I think people should understand that going to court does not only serve the purpose of getting judgment, it serves the purpose of deepening the legal system of the country. When you go to court to seek interpretation of statutes and laws, it helps to provide precedents for such other cases that may arise from time to time. So in one way, ours is a democracy. We go to court to help to establish precedents that would help us to navigate other matters that will come in the future. That's one side. Two, when people go to court, they have resolved not to adopt self-help. That is a way of ensuring that there is peace in the country. When you go to court, you have
have given you a right to the court to interpret, rather than going to seek for other means of getting another person whom you feel has offended you. So going to court is the right thing for us to do in this country at this time. We do that to help ourselves, to deepen our democracy, and to make sure that we maintain the peace. That's for me.
Even if there's a possibility of the results. Okay, he's gone. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, Dayo. How are you?
Very well. Go ahead.
This is from Oyibo. You see, Dayo, I think going to court is the best thing. You don't need to fight. Just things. Even the people that want you or whatever, they were telling you, go to court. On no reason should they even advise you, why are you going to court? What kind of politics are you eating? There is nothing. This is just, Nigerian system. They just talk. When you were rigging the election, don't you know that they will go to court? So, look, Dayo, if I should flash my mind back exactly what happened on February 25th, my brother,
The organizing committee cordially invites the general public to the public presentation
minute to go before 6 p.m. Apologies for the abruptness to the end of the conversation just a few minutes ago. The major news comes up. If you've missed out on contributing to any of the matters discussed thus far, I'll take your thoughts afterwards, after the major news during the open session segment, and all the matters discussed on the show today, including my side comments. Please stay tuned. Hard Factor news moment.
It's all talk and more talk on Nigerian's #1 talk station.
This